Hello everyone and welcome to the Counter-Strike Online World Champions 2014 held in Seoul, South Korea at the GOMTV studio. I am Artosis alongside Brendan, and we are here to bring you through the madness of the next 3 days.
Matt, Artosis, I am so happy to be here with you today and for the next 2 days. It's going to be a blast. So much Counter-Strike action coming to you guys in the next few days. I can't wait to get into it.
That's right, the best Counter-Strike Online players in the world. Just in case you're tuning in and you're like, Counter-Strike Online, this isn't CSGO. Yes, you're right. It's not CSGO.
It's different.
This is a different game. It's closer to 1.6.
Yeah.
It's an online product made mostly for the Asian region, released in a lot of countries like Korea, Indonesia, Japan, Taiwan, Hong Kong,
A lot of the countries
China.
you saw there in that awesome CG we just had to open things up here.
That's right. So it's like a very focused game for this region. So yeah, these are the best players for this game.
Yeah, exactly.
These are the guys that actually play this all the time. So some world-class action for sure in the next 3 days.
Yeah, I mean, every single team that's here at least won the tournament in their own region to get out. Like, they got first place, or they're like one of the two teams that got seeded in. You know, we have so many big names here from last year as well. You know, Tyloo coming back here. I'm sure everybody knows about them. ProjectKR, the big team from Korea as well. They're going to be playing tomorrow, but, you know,
that's right.
Tons of big teams coming.
In fact, even if you're an old school Counter-Strike fan, then you know who Tyloo is. I remember like many years ago, I actually did a little bit of Counter-Strike casting and used to work on some of the tournaments out here, and Tyloo was always a team flying into Korea for all the 1.6 competitions.
Yeah.
So definitely a top-end team for many, many years in the region.
Yeah, and even excluding the Chinese teams, like every single team that's coming down here, I recognize so many names from last year because I did cast this with Wolf last year. I just like, it's so awesome because they're all back here again. You know, almost exactly the same teams coming back here once again for another World Championship.
That's right. Of course, there'll be like a few roster changes here and there, but that's what happens in team games. What's interesting to see is, can they pull it together still with these newer players on that team?
Yeah. You guys see down there, you can visit the official website for CSO World Championships down there, CSOWC.com. If you're interested in more information about this awesome game and the World Championships here.
Yeah, you know, we aren't like normally big-time Counter-Strike players. We've actually been playing a lot recently.
Yeah.
This kind of came up last thing. They're like, hey, do you guys want to cast some Counter-Strike? Like, actually, yes. We've been playing that game recently. Of course, Counter-Strike has had a huge resurgence in the whole world, really.
Yeah.
Its numbers rivaling even League of Legends at this point.
Oh, yeah,
so, it's pretty sick to be able to cast this, so I hope you guys enjoy. Of course, we aren't like super experts, but we've done some homework. We're going to do our best.
We were cramming last night, the couple last nights as well, playing as much as possible, trying to get all our information out there on the table. I have a notebook with me.
That's
right. We have all of our different sheets of paper here
That's right.
to guide us through the day. And, of course, we played our fair share, as anyone has. You know, anyone who's a gamer probably has played at least, you know, CS 1.6, Counter-Strike Source, maybe even CSGO nowadays. You know, there are so many Counter-Strike players in the world. So I feel like anyone who's a gamer can come into this stream and just watch and enjoy with us. You know?
I do agree with that. These are, what we're going to see today are like the maps that are the really, really popular maps over time. You know, there's 5 maps for this tournament, but today we're only going to have best of ones, and we're actually only going to see 3 different maps today because there's a veto system. But let's go ahead and take a look at the league information. Of course, today and tomorrow we're going to be bringing you the full group league. Both groups have 4 teams in them. It could go up to 6 maps, 1 map between each team, and that'll be here at the studio. And then, of course, Saturday, the round of 4 and finals will be played in Dongdaemun. If you're in Korea, you want to check that out, go ahead, head on down to the Dongdaemun area.
Oh, yeah. I definitely go ahead and go down there because, as you guys see, there's going to be a ton of Counter-Strike coming here, but there's also going to be a performance by Spica, actually, a very popular Korean group. So if you're interested in K-pop or just games or Counter-Strike, you can come down to that event. I'm sure it's going to be a blast.
Yeah, it's the events that GOM puts on in those big venues is always quite beautiful to see. And it's, you know, one of my favorite things to see in these tournaments is like countries going against each other because there's a lot of pride on the line, and these guys really take it very seriously. So it should be a lot of fun.
It reminds me a lot of like WCG, but just for like only Counter-Strike. You know, all convening on one area in the world. You know, all these Asian teams coming together and one final blast for the end of the year to decide who actually is the best team in the world. It's great. I love these tournaments.
Indeed. Well, as you can see, these are the teams that we have. It's 6 different countries made it this far. 2 teams from Korea, 2 teams from China. I think there's no big surprise there, especially since the defending champs are Chinese.
Yeah.
And then we got Japan, Hong Kong, Taiwan, and Indonesia all fielding teams here. Of course, a huge prize pool as well. 25K, man. That's like 5K a player.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of money, man. Even if you're getting runner-up or third place, you know, it's a good chunk of change in your pocket. You can't really complain, you know.
If you get a free trip to Seoul, South Korea, you get to play your favorite game on TV in the World Championships, and you get third place, you still get $1,000 go.
That is great, man.
That
you
is
can buy
pretty
yourself
awesome.
a new keyboard and more.
Oh, yeah. You could buy
New
like
headset.
a nice dinner,
Yeah.
a whole new setup.
Yeah.
Hell, you could buy a new computer with that.
Probably, yeah.
Well, the maps, as you see, guys, is going to be Dust 2, Train, Inferno, Santorini, and Turkey. Santorini and Turkey played more in CS Online than other ones, and actually they were both vetoed today completely.
Yeah, funnily enough. I'm not sure if any of those actually got through the ban phase.
Yeah.
But, you know, it is possible because the way we do it here is one team bans one map, the other team bans one map, and then the referees pick one map from random from the 3 that are left, and then we play on that map. So it is possible that one of them did get through, but it just didn't get picked. But as of today, like you did say, neither Santorini nor Turkey being played today. So if you are a fan of those maps, maybe tune in tomorrow or in the finals.
We're eventually going to see them,
yeah.
I would say, because especially when we get to the round of 4 and finals, those are going to be best of 3 matches.
Oh, yeah.
So going to see a lot more maps there. But as far as today goes, you're going to see Dust once, Train twice, and Inferno 3 times. So, you know, all maps that if you played any Counter-Strike, you are quite familiar with.
Yeah. Well, guys, here we do have the groups set up here. Group A, we do have the Chinese team Tyloo, a very famous team. We've talked about them a lot today, even. Then we have the Hong Kong team Inchking from Hong Kong, of course, and then the Indonesian team Vitrini, and then, of course, the Korean team The Nucleus.
Tomorrow we will have the seed from Korea, ProjectKR. I've actually known these guys for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
They've been around for a bit. Used to be Eastro, actually, many, many years ago, for those of you who are old school 1.6 fans. Then, of course, we have the Chinese team LD, the Taiwan team C7, and the Japanese team Velias. So, you know, I was talking to some local Counter-Strike people this morning, as were you, and it seems like Tyloo is the heavy favorite going into this tournament, but ProjectKR definitely one looking like it could upset and maybe go all the way.
Yeah, I feel like if there's one or possibly 2 teams to actually, you know, compete with Tyloo for that championship spot, that first place spot, I think it's going to be ProjectKR. Maybe the other Chinese team, LD. I was listening to some of the chats that were going down in the room downstairs, and they were talking about how LD is actually the team new 4 from last year.
Oh, okay.
So a lot of those players coming back. I think they switched out 1 player from the roster. So it's pretty much the same team. So I remember they did very well last year as well. So I'm really looking forward to see how that team does. You know, even in the shadow of Tyloo, maybe the first place Chinese team, we'll have to see how they do as well.
Yeah, well, here's today's matchup schedule and the maps that they'll be playing on. We're going to open up with Tyloo against Vitrini, and I'm actually kind of excited about that because I do know that the Indonesians do like team FPS games quite a bit.
Yes,
They've definitely played quite a few of those down there, so I'm looking forward to see if they can put up a fight against Tyloo. Of course, Tyloo, again, the heavy favorites. Going to be a tough one.
Yep. And that's going to be on the Dust 2, a map that I'm sure everybody knows that's been around for so long. And then the next matchup we're going to have here is the Nucleus versus Inchking from Hong Kong. That's going to be on Train. And then Tyloo's going up against 2 more teams, Inchking and the Nucleus there on Inferno and Train respectively. And then Vitrini going to get up against 2 teams, the Nucleus and Inchking as well on Inferno.
Yeah, and of course, we do have a scoring system here. If you tie, it's 1 point to each team. If you win, 3 points. If you lose, 0 points. So at the end of the day, the 2 teams with those points move on to that round of 4, where they get to play best of 3s and possibly win a whole bunch of cash.
Yep. And seeing Tyloo here, I wouldn't be surprised if they get out of this group actually with 9 points. You know, 3 for me to win. I mean, the teams here, you know, they're not playing up against either of the, you know, either of the huge names there like ProjectKR, even the other Chinese team that's in the other group. So I feel like they're definitely going to be the favorite here in this first group at least.
Yeah, certainly. That's what everyone's saying at least. We'll see, though. Anything can happen in the realm of esports. Of course, Counter-Strike, one of the most skilled games historically. Definitely has more repeat champions in Counter-Strike than pretty much any other esport. So there's a lot to be said for that.
Definitely. I mean, you see those guys down there with the huge mouse pads and the low sensitivity, like moving their arms around and going crazy, getting headshots with
get that lactic acid buildup.
Yeah, it's insane, man.
And you see here, once again, just kind of going over the point system that I just mentioned once again. And, of course, we do have like some tie-break systems. We got to look at the points in the round, who won the match, and if there's still ties, it can go to regames, like really quick regames. So.
Yep. And again, just going over the maps, if you guys didn't see it there before, we do have Dust 2 Train, Inferno, Santorini, and Turkey. And only Dust 2 Train and Inferno being played today.
That's right. And, well, today the studio is closed, guys. It's not that people in Korea don't like Counter-Strike. The studio is actually closed off. Those are employees and team members and stuff down there watching. We actually get a pretty big crowd for Counter-Strike every time we have it at GOM.
Yeah,
every time I've come down, I'm like, wow, there actually still are a lot of players that care about this game out here.
Yep, it's a huge game. It's been around for so long, and many different variants. You have CS Online today, CSGO as well, a very popular variant. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to get into introducing these players and teams pretty soon here.
Yeah, in just a moment we will be, for sure. And, of course, this is the Chinese team we're taking a look at right now. Tyloo, the favorites of this tournament.
Yeah, looking prepared. They don't seem too phased, no nervous looks on their faces.
Those guys have played on stage a lot.
Yeah.
So, well, you can see, of course, they didn't have to go through the preliminaries. One of the 2 seeded teams. We already did show you guys about that. And, in fact, they were the champion for the last 2 years, really.
Yeah.
Even winning a WCG championship.
It's like you were saying before, repeat championships. A lot of them are coming from Tyloo. We've hyped them up a lot here, and you guys can see the results on screen as well. This team is the team to beat, and Eternity is going to get the first chance at it.
That's right. Well, we'll be getting into this momentarily, Brendan.
Yeah. Really liking the logo they have, Tyloo Club.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
The golden lion.
That thing that sits outside of palaces.
Yeah.
I've taken my picture next to those when I've visited China before.
Yeah.
6-story artosis. All right. So we'll be introducing these guys in a moment, as well as Vitrini. The Vitrini guys, have you seen them before? Are these the guys that you've...
Yeah, they were there actually last year as well. They got 4th place.
Oh, wow.
Definitely not a team to back down from. They came in right behind... the other 3 teams there. But we're going to get right into introducing these Chinese players. Here is the first one, Forget.
Yeah, he's an attacker from Tyloo. He's attacking his settings right now, making sure his mouse speed is up to par.
Yeah, man. You got to abuse that keyboard before you get into the games, just to make sure.
Yeah, test it out. And then, of course, second here, we do have Mo.
What a like traditional, American name we got there, Mo. I'm sure that's not where he picked that name from. It could even be M.O., modus operandi, but who knows? He is an attacker as well.
I noticed these guys are all wearing their SteelSeries headsets as if they were Siberia's 2s, but they look like they're Siberia 1s to me, Brendan.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the idea behind that is. Maybe just don't want to mess up their hair.
Yeah, I think that is the idea. These guys do have some fantastic hair going on.
Well, over here we have another attacker's name is Sai. Not to be confused with the very famous Korean.
Certainly not.
K-pop.
I'm sure he's quite good at Counter-Strike as well, but not as good as this Sai. And that's what really matters here today.
Yeah.
I don't care how many views your YouTube video has. This guy is going to headshot you every time, Sai.
I hope I'm not actually pronouncing that wrong. I think it could actually be CY.
It definitely could be.
That's actually what they have down here in the Korean, CY. So
that's his
forgive
initials,
me if I get that wrong, but I guess we'll call him CY from now on.
Yeah.
But coming over here on the slow pan, Counter-Strike Online, we got our 4th player. His name is KZ. Not hard to mess that one up. He is the order for this team, so I guess he'll be ordering them around, telling them what to do.
Ah.
He's got the whip.
Perhaps,
back there.
Yeah, perhaps the team captain over here.
Yeah.
If they lose, will it be his fault or will it be their fault?
I guess that's for him to decide.
Well, that's a wonderful position to be in.
Yeah, I mean, sit back there.
They'll love you until they hate you, Brendan.
Exactly. It's the role of the leader. You got a lot of responsibility on your shoulders, but you can also throw that onto your other teammates.
And then, of course, our last player here for Tyloo is going to be Rock. You don't want to get between him and a hard place, Brendan. I tell you that much. This guy's an attacker, and he will shoot you down.
Yeah. I guess he's in the back there because he's, that solid rock to hold, the foundation of the team.
Now,
and
to be fair, Rock here is spelled as the legendary giant bird.
Yeah.
So we do need to point that out for the fantasy nerds out there that are getting angry right now. Yes, we are aware of how this is spelled. But this team, definitely a fierce one. They look so calm, I have to say. Like, a lot of times when we have a tournament like this, and I've done a ton of tournaments like this where it's, all these national teams showing up, we see a lot of nerves. A lot of nervous players like, oh my God, I'm representing my country. There's a lot of money on the line. I'm so far. I'm not playing on stage most often.
Yeah.
But you can tell those guys not nervous one bit.
It's only after you get in a plane to go to a different country to play video games for your country that you're like, oh man, this is actually a big deal,
I got to prove Mom and Dad were wrong.
Exactly, man. I'm sure that's like half the reason these guys are here.
That's why I still do it.
Yeah.
All right, Vitrini is our team coming up here. Of course, they did win that Indonesian qualifier.
Yeah. They got first place in that one, so, definitely the best team from Indonesia coming down here. They did win the right to come in, and as I did say before, they did get 4th place in Shanghai. That was the World Championships for 2013. And they actually got first place in the Indonesia qualifier for last year as well, so that's how they got in as well.
And you can see even second in the Megaxis Olympiad.
Even that.
Even that,
yeah.
So definitely a good year for them, 2013. 2014 could be better, though, if they start off today with a win against Tyloo.
Yeah. Nothing like this. You were saying it's one of the highest skilled games in the world, Counter-Strike here. So anything can happen. If these guys are practicing more than the Korean teams or more than the Chinese teams, they can easily come in here and possibly upset a few guys. They have their first game against Tyloo. It's a big one, but, get the big one out of the way. Maybe, show some results.
Yeah, well, we'll see if they can pull that off. Let's take a look here, guys. The first player we're going to be showing off is going to be Fro Quilts. Or Fro
Quilts?
Cuddles. Yeah. Fro Cuddles. Could be.
Fro Cuddles.
I like Fro Quilts a little bit more. He doesn't have a fro, and he doesn't look like a man who builds quilts. He looks like a man who destroys them.
Yeah.
He's the backup here for Vitrini. By the way, I really like their bowl.
Their what?
Their logo?
Oh, yeah.
It's really good.
It's a fighting bull. Raging bull, if you will. Looking to take names. The Korean pronunciation actually for this guy is Practice. But I guess we'll avoid that one from now on. We can just call him Pro Quilts. But here's Geek.
Geek! Geek is an attacker. That's a great ID.
Yeah.
It actually is, too. It's like not normally when an ID makes me laugh do I actually think it's a good ID, but I like Geek.
No, it's actually a good one. It's not just a silly one, but it's like silly enough where it's good. I don't know.
Well, the guy's a badass. He's flying around the world winning Counter-Strike tournaments, so can't be making fun of Geek, man.
Even if you don't like his name, you can't really make fun of him because he's probably better at Counter-Strike than you are.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, see how well Geek does here today.
Yeah.
Our third player, going to be Gambits. And he is also an attacker.
That he is. Real name Stefan. I'm looking at the jerseys, actually. These guys got a lot of sponsors. They have at least 2 on both shoulders, if I'm not mistaken here. So definitely a big team. Got to take them seriously.
Well, I mean, if they're killing for multiple years, the Counter-Strike scene down in Indonesia, like let's say you're tuning in and you just, your geography class didn't teach about Indonesia. The country has a gigantic population. It's not huge in landmass, but it's huge in amount of people and passion for gaming. Definitely is alive and well down there. A lot of Team FPS is being played.
Yeah, 100%, which is a big thing to say, because this one team made it out of that huge pool of people. And here is the fourth player. His name is Nix.
Ah, that's German for 0.
Is it?
It is indeed.
Wow.
It's a Hearthstone player named Nix. That's how I know that. But he's going to be the backup here. Hopefully he dies Nix times for his team.
That would be good, Well, if he is the backup, maybe he'll be staying in the back, sniping.
Yeah. Could be the case.
I believe he is actually one of these snipers for this team. So,
excellent.
It's possible that he will be in the back, actually. And this guy, he's got an interesting position for his headphones.
Yeah.
And his name is Keto.
He literally could not have taken a more different approach to his headphones from Tyloo unless they were over his eyes.
That would just be...
And that would be dumb. You don't want to do that.
Nah, I mean, it would look cool, I guess, but it's not worth it.
Listen, only the Cat in the Hat could play like that. Well, Keto is the order, so he's going to be calling out the plays for the most part for his team.
Yeah.
We'll see how well he does strategically here against the monsters that are Tyloo.
Yeah. He's looking a bit tired, but I'm sure he's going to be 100% prepared for this one.
Yeah, it's not like a time zone shift, but definitely you can stay up late strategizing, maybe practicing at a local PC bong or, just maybe with nerves.
Yeah, 100%. This might be the manager. I actually saw her come in with one of the teams here. So she'll be representing one of these teams. Not exactly sure who. So a bit earlier.
That's right. Well, there you have it. Those are the two teams that we're going to be opening up with here today at the CSO World Championships. And I'm pretty excited, man. It's going to be on Dust 2. And that is, I'm going to say it's my favorite map because it's the map I played by far the most, like most of us. It is the lost temple
100%.
of Counter-Strike.
I mean, if you go on Counter-Strike and you try to queue up for a match, competitive or casual, Dust 2 will be the map that you can get in the quickest.
Yeah.
And there's a reason for it. People are just comfortable on the map. It's been around for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember playing like 10 years ago on this map.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable if you think about it.
Absolutely. It's just like a tried and true favorite. And definitely one I was playing a little bit the other day, in fact.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Actually playing a bit with your co-caster, Tasteless.
Yes. I was actually going to play with you guys. I was a bit busy yesterday. I had to get my hair cut to look good for everyone there.
Of course.
That's
what's important.
Yes, it's more important how I look. But yeah, I was actually over Tasteless' house the other day and watching him play. And every game he queued up, he got Dust 2. So
that's what you do.
This is the map, guys, but only one time today. So I think that's actually probably a good thing.
It's good that we get to start off with it. Get the nerves shaken off here, get the dust wiped off our shoulders. Just get into things, get down and dirty.
Yeah, well, we're going to be starting pretty quickly here, guys. Of course, 6 games total today. After each game, we're going to have a break of about 10 minutes to let the new team set up. Because, of course, 5 people have to go in, set up their PCs, get into the lobby, make sure all their settings are right. It can be like, it takes a little bit, obviously. So that's why we're going to have kind of long breaks. So plan accordingly. Don't leave during the match. Leave during the break. And you have plenty of time to go out and make a cup of tea, pour a bowl of cereal, maybe make a piece of toast, cut yourself up a piece of fruit.
Yeah. I'm actually glad you mentioned cereal because that's the thing I used to do the most, especially for guys like watching in North America. If you're watching here for the Counter-Strike Online Championships, it's probably late in the night right now.
Okay, yeah.
It's getting towards that time, maybe 11 p.m., 10 p.m., sometime around there. You're starting to, your parents are going to sleep. You got some time to yourself. You don't know how to cook. So you got to pour yourself a bowl of cereal.
Okay,
that's what I do.
You're really striking a chord with me here. But for me, it was peanut butter toast. Or if we had them, peanut butter English muffins. Because
those are
the peanut
good,
butter
man.
melts into the nooks and crannies. Now, not the fake English muffins. You got to get actual Thomas's English muffins because they actually have the little
with
holes
the
in them.
crinkles. What do they call them or something?
Nooks and crannies.
Yeah, nooks and crannies.
Wow, marketing doesn't work on this guy.
Crinkles.
But
I don't even know where I got that from.
I don't know. All right. But yeah, definitely get yourself a little treat. I think we're going to be starting this pretty quickly, though. So if you haven't gotten it already, just sit tight because this is only one map. You don't want to come back and be like, it's 13-0.
Yeah, what happened?
No, and then you're trying to eat your whole bowl of cereal in 3 rounds.
No,
before
that's
it goes to a 10-minute break. What?
You spill some milk on your desk.
Man.
It gets in your keyboard.
Oh, I've had this happen. Once upon a time, I spilt a glass of orange juice on my keyboard. And I was like, oh no,
God.
and I tried to wipe it all out. The next day I woke up and it didn't work. I had to go down to Best Buy and purchase a new keyboard.
Yeah, that's basically a killing blow. That's like getting a headshot, you know.
I would cry if it happened nowadays because back then it was like just cheap membrane keyboards.
Yeah.
Nowadays I have a nice mechanical keyboard.
You pour it in there, that's like $200 down the drain.
God,
well,
it would be so bad.
You don't want to be clumsy if you're a gamer, that's for sure.
Well, you're not going to be a very good gamer if you're clumsy because this takes like more dexterity than anything really. You think archers know what they're doing with their hands?
No, man.
An archer knows what he does with his hands. Please.
No, man.
Cut it out, guys. It's all about these Counter-Strike pros.
Stop
they can click on heads so quickly that you don't even know what's happening.
Yeah, man. I actually saw a highlight reel from, I'm sure some of you guys out there watch CSGO as well. I saw a highlight reel of, I forget exactly who the player was, but he got 4 headshots in a row with the AWP on Inferno, and he was just like spinning around in a circle. I'm like, I didn't even see that guy. How did he get the headshot, you know?
360 no scope, man.
Basically, you know? You got to get Doritos up in here.
Oh, my. I feel like I'm doing a Mountain Dew commercial or something. Extreme headshots.
But, yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing these guys do some of the same today. Just another highlight of this guy's headset positioning.
Yeah,
here.
that's an interesting one for sure. I feel like my forehead wouldn't like that after a little bit, but okay.
You know
His hair looks good, though, and he doesn't want it behind.
Yeah, maybe you know, the lights are pretty bright in there. Maybe he just doesn't want to get his forehead, you know, a little bit of a burn there.
Yeah, okay.
He wants to protect.
You know, here's what I'm thinking. If he puts it behind like the other team, he's the order guy. His mic would actually have to be bent in a funny way where he could see it out of the corner of his eye, and I wouldn't want to see it out of the corner of my eye. I already see my glasses out of the corner of my eye.
Yeah.
I mean, you need that peripheral vision for, you know, the little spots on the sides of the map.
Yeah, yeah.
See? See what I'm talking about? He had to bend that mic so funny.
How is he actually going to see?
I feel like I'm watching Vegeta right now trying to figure out someone's power level. Guess what it is?
This is...
Is it over 9,000 or under 9,000, Brendan?
You know what? I'm going to go with under 9,000 here.
Under 9,000 for Vitrini?
Yeah. Just for this
would
team.
Tyloo have over 9,000?
Yeah, they would. They would 100%. Yeah.
Well, we'll see if they get to go Super Saiyan in the finals, if they make it there. They may have to.
I think they may. I think they may just do that.
Well, again, we should be starting pretty quickly here. Not really sure what the delay is.
Yeah.
But this is the nature of esports.
Yeah.
Something about technology being a vehicle.
Something
and
like that, you know. You got to ride the bus of esports or something.
And, you know, like in a baseball stadium, it rains and they have to delay it. If a computer goes down, that's the same thing as rain, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it rains on your keyboard or something, you know.
Well, that would be an issue. But at least that's water and it's not sticky. You don't want it to get sticky.
Could have some problems there.
Yeah. Well, I guess a Counter-Strike keyboard, it's parts of it don't matter. It's a WASD,
that is true,
ER, those buttons over there, maybe the down to the bottom.
Do some of these guys actually use 10 keyless? Just like the smaller ones? Just like to get the, you know.
I actually have a big problem with non-10 keyless keyboards. If you're going to be a pro gamer, you better have a 10 keyless keyboard because it doesn't even make sense. Like,
doesn't make sense.
Okay, I actually have a theory behind this. And this is something
I want to hear your
I'm going to be pushing this over the next few years because the other keyboard is just made for typing. Now, you have to spread the keyboard and mouse when you're playing professionally.
Yeah.
Now, with that extra number pad, that just like arbitrarily makes your arms further apart. Now, that arbitrary amount that it makes your arms further apart doesn't just happen to be exactly how far apart your arms should be. Of course, that would be like... No, that would mean we're all living in a simulation, made by aliens in the future, and we don't know what's going on. So you should have that off so you can actually find where is comfortable
gives you more
for
room, you know?
You have to find it comfortable. It has to be the right amount. You don't want to be playing like this if you're a small guy, or like this if you're a big guy, or something. Like you have to be able to move it.
You got your big arms like this. You're like, oh.
No, you don't want to be Frankenstein while you play.
No, that's definitely terrible. They have to take a page actually out of the book of Flash. You know, a guy who a famous StarCraft 2 programmer, StarCraft 1 Brood War programmer, I should say at first, who always uses a ruler and like tape to hold down his keyboard and mouse pad and stuff. So
he always wants it in the right position.
Yeah.
You know, I actually here's a little funny Artosis story. I actually play with my keyboard like Counter-Strike players.
Really?
Like at StarCraft events, people were always very confused, but I always just found what was most comfortable for me. And in StarCraft, people play with the keyboard just like
straight,
like you're typing or something. I play with it at an angle like this,
Wow.
Like this on my desk, right? Like
so you're playing like...
It's actually like, yeah, it's not quite vertical, but there have been games and tournaments where I turned it completely vertical. Because I had like 9 control groups and like it's just, I don't know, it's like just a weird thing that I do. I play like I'm a Counter-Strike guy because they always have it, or many of them play with very much at an angle.
I'd actually love to get a shot of that a little bit later if possible.
Yeah, I think hopefully we will be able to get one because if you're like just tuning in, you're like maybe subscribe to the GOM channel or something and
like, hey, what's this?
Yeah, you're like, oh, let me check what this is here on Twitch, and you know, you might not be used to seeing something like that because really Counter-Strike, one of the only games that they play so differently, and as you said earlier, very slow mouse speed, very low sensitivity basically, so that it's like for more accuracy.
Yeah, exactly.
And in fact, that's another thing. I have the slowest mouse speed of anyone I've ever met in StarCraft. I have it really low, and I have to use a ton of mouse pad.
So do you have like the big mouse pad?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're.
I actually used to have a small one, and I would have to pick up the mouse like 100 times a game.
Oh man!
But now I play with a giant one, like a Counter-Strike guy.
That's good.
Maybe I was meant to play Counter-Strike.
Possibly.
I used to actually play quite a bit with my friends back then. Did you?
I was like kind of the casual Counter-Strike gamer.
Oh yeah, me too. No, I was
playing a decent amount, you know.
Like my friends would come over to the house with computers and we'd play a little bit, and it would be like I would want to be the strat caller, and I made the worst strats ever. I had one called the Shotgun Blitz, where we all bought shotguns.
Oh no!
Now people don't normally use shotguns very often; they're not very good at all. So we'd all buy shotguns. We just run through the center of the map and try to shoot everyone.
Like Dust 2, you just go right down middle through the double doors. You're like, hey, let's do this.
Now you may have been able to guess this, but this strategy. And me, myself, as a caller, did not have a very high success rate in Counter-Strike.
Yeah,
it was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah. It does sound like a lot of fun. Shotguns are actually very fun to use.
Yes, they are.
You just run up to someone, boom, they're dead.
When I was playing the other day, I was playing shotguns like every third round, and my team was like, what are you doing? And I just go in front of them, and they'd be like waiting around a corner. I'm like, I'll break the door, don't you? Where I like run in, just start shooting my shotgun.
You just get sniped in the head.
I'm like, oh, my shotgun going like, that's what my character looks like.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm a scrub is basically the moral of this story.
Well, thank you for sharing that story with us, Artosis. But it looks like we're going to get right into these games, guys. Thanks for waiting. First map here on Dust 2 between Tyloo and Vitrini.
All right, guys. Here we go. It looks like Indonesia will start over. Vitrini will start over on the CT side. Of course, this is us on the camera right now for some reason instead of being in the game.
I just saw the top of my head. I was like, ooh, that's me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sure we'll get back into these.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why they are in the game right now, but there we go. Okay. But yeah, anyways, guys, it looks like right now we do have... Okay, looks like we are finally starting here. Here we go, guys. Terra's team going to be running out right now.
Oh, and wow, right off the bat here in the pistol round, they're sending 4 towards B right from the get-go. Looks like the 5th player maybe just covering at mid. And right away picking up a kill here onto Geek.
Wow.
Getting Gambits as well.
Wow, Geek and Gambit's already going down, but we have lost KZ, and YL takes one right to the face.
Ooh,
down
huge.
goes Forge as well.
Yeah, huge grenade there. Taking a ton of hits there, and now the tables are turned already. It's 3-on-2. The Indonesian team Vitrini up here, and the 2 members of Tyloo actually pretty low.
Oh my God, I didn't even know what happened there. Yeah, Mo and Rock right now, they are moving through. Mo does have the bomb, so they still definitely do have a chance, but Nyx and Froquilts looking pretty good with high health.
Oh, picking up a kill here ProQuilts, he goes down, getting Kiddo as well, but now it's Rock versus Nyx.
Oh, this could be it. Oh, and it looks like China will pick up the first kill here. The first round, that is, the pistol round.
That was unbelievably close.
Yeah.
And I hate to say it, but you know that pistol round, very, very big here. It's looking like Vitrini going to have to save up a bit. Not by him much here.
Yeah, might be doing a save round.
Yeah. We just see, you know, the terrorist side, Tyloo picking up some CV-47s.
Yeah. Well, it looks like they're going to be moving forward right now. Rock does have the bomb at the moment. We do have a smoke down in the center.
Yep. Smoke in the center. They're changing it up a little bit here. Just heading towards that A-long position, whereas a bunch of the Vitrini members are guarding actually at A short, so they're not going to see these guys come through the long double doors.
And we can see a top-down map right now. Indonesia holding down right now.
Yeah, wow, this is a very defensive strat here at A. We do see a spot on one of the Chinese members. ProQuilts trying to lay down some shots here.
Oh, a nice grenade throw up there. 3 of them already going down. This is ending so quickly. Tyloo killing everybody off in a matter of seconds. And Indonesia really punished for having everyone up there at A.
Yeah. Just very nice nades going in here, and having basically no one on the Chinese team die here is so great because they get to save all the weapons, and now, you know, Vitrini, they have to decide, do we save again? And it looks like they will.
All right, saving up that money at the moment. Right now, China moving forward. Once again, Rock does have that bomb. Looks like that's the guy they want to have with it right now. Already a lot of damage done to our Indonesian team.
Yeah, and running in through here, the long B tunnel, and 4 of the Indonesian members going down right away. Tyloo just in the right place at the right time, able to lay down the shots again. Vitrini not really having the weapons to go in that big firefight there. All get taken out here.
Yeah, Keto may want to just hide here at this point. Oh, I guess he's not going to be able to. Keto does go down. Really didn't have a chance there, to be honest. Yeah. And Tyloo's showing domination so far against Vitrini.
Yep. Well, here's the first map, actually, where Vitrini's they're going to get their big guns here. They're going to buy a bunch of nades, bunch of flashbangs here, and they're actually going to try to put up a fight against Tyloo.
Well, Tyloo should know that this is coming, so they may adjust their strategy a bit. Looks like we're going to have a boost there onto the crates.
Yeah. Got one guy here with the ult, looking through the doors.
Right now, Geeg backing up. Looks like we're falling Rock at the moment. Oh, ProQuilts going down.
Yep, big snipe going through the doors there, and now KZ.
Looks like right now Mo does have that bomb. Just running through center at the moment. Indonesia split up this time, some near A, some near B.
Oh, look at this at A short. We do got some Indonesian members guarding here. So we got Forget in a good position here. Trying to peek up and get some shots down, but he gets taken out.
Oh, a nice nade hit there right on Indonesia. Flashbang does go off as well.
Oh, and he gets taken out there. Keto does. Trying to get another member here. He does, and now it's just KZ left. Able to pick up that sniper as well. Going to be a huge pickup there with the weapon.
Oh, man. He's got to be careful there. Looks like Gambits right now wants to move around. They're looking for KZ.
Ooh, one kill picked up here, but in the end, counter-terrorists will win. Vitrini picking up their first round of the day.
All right, great job by Vitrini. You know, they did save for a couple extra rounds there after losing the pistol round, and it definitely paid off being able to pick up their first win.
Yeah, and they're going to be able to use this momentum to possibly take a couple after. Let's see what the terrorists decide to buy. We do have one guy with a sniper. Seems like they do have a lot of money left over, so we're able to buy a lot of good weapons.
Looks like right now we are going to have sniper rifles sitting at those doors. Geeg already going down. Keto as well. Geeg has been dying very quickly every single match so far, but already China losing 3 players as well. Only Rock and YL left.
Yeah. Big fight over there at long A doors, and now Rock trying to snipe through the middle here. We got Gambits waiting right through the doors. He's going to wait for someone to foolishly poke their head through the doors.
But will they foolishly poke their head through the door? Oh, looks like YL may be the one to come through. Oh, he gets it when he comes around. All that patience not working out.
Yeah. Now we got a shot of his face there, not looking too happy. And now it's 2-on-2. We got both Indonesian members here just guarding at A, being very, very patient here. Whereas Rock, again, with that bomb, possibly looking to go towards A short.
Yeah, Rock pushing forward with only YL left and at solo health. He's got to be careful here. Nick's at full health. So, oh my God, he does back up. Takes a little bit of damage.
Okay, but he has spotted where the Vitrini members are. Now it looks like he's going to regroup with his teammate here, YL, and possibly push on to B.
Looks like Ro8's going towards the door. YL following with Rock right now.
This is actually a great move here. It's going to force Vitrini out of position here. They're going to have to run into B through the doors. It's not a safe place. Actually getting hit by a grenade. Going down here, they're going to get the bomb plant as well.
All right. Can Rock and YL actually protect this long enough?
Oh, coming up here through the hole.
Where's Nix at? All right, he's going to run through. Runs through that smoke. Oh, Rock takes him out. And that is another round win here for Tyloo.
Yeah, Tyloo very, very dominating in this round so far, or in this whole match, I should say. Showing their expertise here, putting down a tag. Still holding that sniper with $3,000 still left over. These guys are banking up that money.
Seriously, these guys are getting rich at the moment. We do see smoke go right through the center. Some cover fire being put down as they do rush towards B, it looks like.
Yeah. With that smoke, they were able to block the terrorist members from seeing exactly who goes through. But now they have taken full control of that B side, sending some grenades through the hole.
Very powerful move here by China. Looks like YL going to go ahead, set that bomb very quickly in this match. Keto already being taken out. Forget taking heavy damage, but still alive.
Shooting through the boxes here, trying to lay down some damage here. Actually getting a kill onto Forget here through the doors.
Oh, man. Geeg the last to fall, but he does, in fact, fall, and it's 5-1 in Tyloo's favor.
Yep. Again, just very, very favored towards this Chinese team. I really like the aggressive plays they're making towards B. They're identifying the fact that Vitrini is just being very passive at A, and so they're just taking advantage of it. They know there's not going to be a lot of members over there at B. Just running in, getting the bomb plant, and forcing Vitrini to attack onto a bad position there.
All right, looks like we do have a rush towards B through the tunnel here. Only KZ in the middle. A lot of our Indonesian team out of position, but Gambits and Nix are guarding the B spot, so they've got to be careful about that.
Yeah, smoke's going down here in the tunnel. Got to make sure not to get overwhelmed here. Nice hit onto there, but getting taken out.
Oh, very nice indeed. 2 versus 3 at the moment. China in the lead. Looks like Mo is going to go ahead and plant this bomb. Some nice smokes all over the place, making it very difficult to penetrate.
Yep.
Geeg wants to bust in here. He realizes that they have got to take momentum back.
Another grenade going through the hole. Geeg trying to get a snipe onto Mo, and he gets it.
Sick moves by Geeg, but oh, he does get taken out there by Rock.
Yep.
And Tyloo picks up yet another win with smug looks on their faces.
They're looking so confident in this one, man, and they should be. They're taking win after win here. I like the idea Vitrini was going with there. They tried to be a bit more aggressive while defending at B because they're seeing that Tyloo likes to push onto that B. But again, it just didn't work out for them. Just really nice smoke coverage there by Tyloo.
You know, this is a tough one because even when they were all guarding A, and it seems like Tyloo doesn't even like A as much, they got taken out. But here the B is just working out for wonders for China.
Yeah, and here we go. Now I'll push onto A long. And Indonesia, Vitrini just trying to defend again here at A.
Yeah, 4 of their players there. Keto going to come back towards the middle. They've got to be careful of this, though. KZ starting to approach on A, throwing some grenades up there right now. It looks like KZ going to come up to the side. Gambits and Geek do fall down towards the tunnel.
Huge kills here. 3 going down here for Vitrini. 4 go down.
Oh!
And none of the Chinese members have gone down. They finally do get Mo here, but he's here reloading with his pistol, and he gets taken out. Terrorists win once again.
Oh, man. And at this point, Rock is laughing there in the back, as you can see. The pressure's on Vitrini. They are losing match after match here. Really seeing why Tyloo are the favorites.
Yeah. I mean, you know, on this map, Dust 2, a lot of people like to say terrorists slightly favor, just a bit more comfortable for them. They do have that area right here, sniping through the doors, get to see where the other members are going, but, you know, so far Smoke's covering that area very well, and Tyloo overall just playing much better. Now trying to push on here is KZ onto that A-long position.
All right, right now Keto trying to guard the door. Let's see if anyone runs out through there. Rock, once again, of course, does have that bomb as normally.
Yeah.
Much slower pace this time. Tyloo switching it up a bit.
Yeah. Sending one guy to guard here at the doors, 2 towards A short. And again, Keto just blocking the doors, but here we go, coming through A short. Actually laying down a bunch of smokes here and some frags.
Oh, a lot of flashes going off right now. KZ gets taken out. Katrini doing a better job this time. Uh-oh, Geek does fall, though. Gambits as well. Quilts goes down.
Finally, KZ getting down here, but another kill here, and Nyx is the only one left here from Vitrini against 3 of these terrorist members.
That's going to be really tough. He does get through, takes out one of them, though. Nyx holds out hope, pushing forward. Looks like he's going over towards A at the moment.
Oh, man. What a great position there, just waiting at A short. Gets the snipe down. He knew that would be the best shot there for Vitrini to come through. Nyx possibly pick up a win here. And now Tyloo takes their 8th round. It's now 8-1.
Oh, man. That is just brutal. Of course, guys, first team to 16 wins this. So already Tyloo halfway to their victory. Vitrini 1/16 of the way.
Yep. It's definitely not looking good for them. If you look at Rock, he's still got that sniper, plus $14,000 here, and shooting through the hole here is for picking up 2 kills, actually.
Nyx and Gambit's both going down. Matter of seconds. Keto already down as well. Quilts and Geek do hold out hope. Oh, God, it's only Geek left.
Sniping there through the smoke. Doesn't care at all. One guy left. He gets down, and that's the 9th round picked up there by Tyloo.
Just brutal. These guys are putting on a clinic of how to play Dust 2 as the as the terrorists.
Yeah. So far, you know, very, very one-sided. I can't wait to see what Vitrini can do on the terrorist side. They may not even have a lot of rounds because Tyloo's winning almost all of these. Nice snipe there onto Rock.
Yeah, very well done at the moment. I think he was carrying the bomb as well, so that could be an issue. Gonna have to go back and pick that up.
Definitely true. Here's the culprit himself, Quilts, looking through those doors, trying to get another snipe down.
Yeah, they've got a very nice defensive position at the moment. Looks like KZ and Mo going to swing around towards A.
Yeah.
While making his way through the tunnel.
Could he possibly poke out here? Oh, gets the kill onto Quilts, actually going through the double doors.
All right, China's starting to fight back for this round while taking a bit of damage there. All full health on the remaining Indonesian players.
Yep. Vitrini smelling that they're coming through A-long here. KZ and Mo. They pick up 1 kill there onto Geek.
Keto and Gambits are left. Looks like Keto is up here. See if he can hold off against so many players. No, he cannot. Gambit's the only one left against 3 Chinese players. And he does get one of them.
Yeah, gets one of them, but he's very low. The bomb is planted. It's looking pretty bad here. He might just want to save, hide, try to save his gun. I mean, there's no way he's going to penetrate that position.
No, seriously. I mean, you don't want him to go and throw his life away. It's meaningless.
Yeah.
This is why wars need to be fought with robots. But no, he'll end up saving this. And,
or with video games.
Yes. And, that would be the best way.
Oh, here we go. Gets 1 kill.
Just very well done, actually.
Yeah.
And with only Forget left, I mean, maybe he could pick up another kill. No, bomb does go off.
He's just running away, man. Wants to survive, save his gun here. And Tyloo picking up their 10th round here. And they don't look like they're stopping anytime soon.
No, certainly not. Only 4 more rounds left till the side switch. If they can take all 4 of those, it's almost an impossible task for Vitrini to come back.
Yep. The terrorists have so much money, just trading guns here to the members that have less. Sniping again once through the doors. Some frags.
Grenades to the face here for getting KZ taking some damage. Gambit's going to go through this tunnel. Oh my God! Comes around, gets 1 kill. And in fact, both of them do end up falling. But Gambits does give his life for it.
And now Geek poking around here towards A short. Keto just blocking that mid double doors, backing up ever so slowly.
Right now, it looks like Weil going towards where Nyx is over at B. He's got to be careful about that through that tunnel. Nyx does have this defensive spot, and ooh, very nice shots indeed. Takes him down, 3-2. Vitrini leading this round.
Yep, just very nice defensive play here, just hiding at B, mid, and A, covering all possible inlets to their base. And now Mo and Rock here being so slow here through mid. Trying to penetrate towards that B, coming through the doors.
Oh, and will he be able to take him down? He does indeed. Mo does have the bomb, so he can plant real quickly. Only Geek left. Geek gets taken down, and still Tyloo takes the round, despite a strong opening here by Vitrini.
Unbelievable. Mo planting the bomb, and Rock is able to take down 2. it's just looking so one-sided for this Chinese team right here. Coming up to 11 wins now. What can Vitrini do in this position?
Well, they've got to take the rest of these rounds, I feel like, or it's going to be an impossible task. But we'll talk about that in a minute. Mo and Forget running through the center at the moment. KZ going towards A. YL going towards B.
Oh, no. Gambits, just they had to save that round, all of them with pistols, and 4 of them getting taken down really, really quickly here. One more goes down, and
just brutal.
Yeah, another quick round here.
That was such a quick one. Tyloo looking to end it so quickly. I mean, how does Indonesia even stand a chance here? Vitrini is in such a tough spot.
Yeah. I mean, we were talking about the dominance of Tyloo. You guys are seeing it here with us right now. It's very one-sided.
Right now we do see Nyx going through here, throwing out a grenade. KZ already going down. A good start here. Keto taking him out. Froquilt's taking out Mo. All right, 5 against 3 at the moment. Definitely a round that they can end up taking here. Throwing some grenades over the wall.
Yeah, now coming in through A short is Forget. Coming in with the knife. You're going to want to pick out your gun here.
Especially when you're walking that slow. All right. Froquilt's trying to hold the town. Let's...
Throwing out some frags here. Is not able to get the snipe down and goes down as well. Now it's 2-on-2 all of a sudden. Forget going down here. Gambit's really low.
Indeed. Rock running forward at the moment. Nyx is over there. It's a one-on-one. Can Nyx pull this really important win for his team? Looks like... Oh, wait, no. Actually, YL's
still alive with almost no health. He's got so little health that we couldn't even see.
Well, Nyx is actually backed way up. Is he just saving? Oh, no, he's coming up from the other side. All right, takes out Nyx. No big surprise there. He was so low.
Yeah. YL solo.
Ooh, nice flashbang there. Oh, great shot by Rock. Does take out Nyx. And another round win for Tyloo.
Yep. 3 more to go here, folks, for the win here for Tyloo. Unless Vitrini can make a huge comeback here. I think we got 2 more rounds or 1 more round here before the switch.
Yeah, it looks like 1 more round. So this should be the last for Arteris side being Chinese.
Yeah, and it's so hard because in that last round, the CT side, they spent all of their money, and now they're having to use these Famouses. They're just really low here on money. Just going to try to be passive here at B. Can they pick up any kills? Going down immediately is Gambits.
Yeah, he even had a cool little hiding spot, but he does get taken out. Rock does take some damage to do it. Grenades being thrown all over the place. Looks like Froquilt's is going to come around through the tunnel towards B, but already a smoke in there. Bomb has been planted. Geeg, the last player left for Vitrini. That's an uphill battle, to say the least.
Yeah, I think he might just want to pick off some kills here. He does get one. Gets Forget.
Well, I mean, that's nice, but he's pretty low on health. Oh, wow, look at that. Actually takes out Mo as well, but that's going to be it for him.
Last match of the round, you might as well try, even though it is 1 versus 5. Putting up a good show here, but we are going to the team switch, guys. It is right now 14-1 in favor of Tyloo.
Oh, boy, they only need 2 rounds here to pick it up. So it's going to be a tough one, but you know what? Let's see. You were saying, Brendan, maybe it's a little bit terrorist favored. Can they bring that and make that work for them?
We'll have to see. This pistol round is so important. If Vitrini gets this one, they could possibly win the next 2. So that is something to keep inside your head, guys. Yeah, to keep in mind.
This pistol round going to be super important. All right. Looks like we do have a boost there onto the crate. Nyx does have the bomb at the moment.
Wow, running straight up mid, losing 2 members. It's a Chinese team already. Geek now trying to lay down some fire.
Oh, and look at this. They take out Forget as well. Only Rock and YL left, but Keto and Nyx, the last left for their team. They've got to hold on here. Uh-oh. Looks like they do.
Double headshots by Keto onto the last 2 remaining members, and that's that super important pistol round. Vitrini do win it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to see from Vitrini if they're going to make a game out of this. Of course, I don't think Tyloo is too worried at the moment.
Yeah, they do have a nice 12-round buffer here to just take it easy.
Looks like Froquilt's going to be sitting here in the middle. Does have his AK. A little bit slower of a round to start out with. Through the tunnel goes Keto and Froquilts. Looks like Geek, Gambits, and Nyx all going to come up. They're going to rush B, it looks like.
Yep, coming through the long tunnel now. There's not much defense here. Only YL with the pistol. He gets taken out, but Geek does go down in the meantime.
All right, they hold this B area very strongly. It is 4 versus 4, but Froquilts and Nyx both being taken out. Rocket's taken out as well, and only Keto left. Down
Unbelievable.
He goes.
They're able to win that one with pistols against the AK-47s of the Indonesian team here.
Really showing their skill, Brendan. Tyloo, just fantastic players here today.
Yeah, it's unbelievable, the domination we're seeing right from the get-go here. Just one more round to win the first match of today, and now they've got some guns.
All right, let's see how this goes. We have them. Indonesia's actually just rushing B. We have one player going towards A. And already we have 3 of the Indonesians going down. Froquilt's going down as well. Nyx has to all kill this. Will he be able to? No,
he goes down. Not. And Tyloo will be the winners for our first match here, guys.
Ouch. That was crazy, man. That was 16-2. Right?
That could possibly be the most one-sided match of the whole tournament, man. That's like, it doesn't get much more one-sided than that.
No, certainly not. Tyloo, the reigning champions, 2-time champions, in fact, for 2 years in a row with WCG, and then this tournament specifically last year in Shanghai. Just showing that they are a force to be reckoned with. I think they're going to make it out of this group today without any problem, especially considering Vitrini got 4th place last year.
Yeah, I think it's going to be pretty easy for them. Just going in there, being good sports, shaking hands.
That's right. Greatly played. Vitrini going to have to really look to play some stronger Counter-Strike in these next few matches. But our next match, of course, has neither of these teams. We're going to be having the Nucleus from Korea going up against Inchking from Hong Kong.
Yep, really excited to see those. You know, a couple of different teams here. You know, the Nucleus probably considered the 2nd place team here in Korea, whereas the Hong Kong team, a great area for esports, definitely can bring some passion.
Yeah, they're definitely growing the scene down there. I've been down there a few times recently and seen it growing. A lot of passion in that scene as well. So hopefully they can put up a good fight against Korea. Of course, the hometown boys going to be feeling pretty comfortable here today.
Yep.
Well, I think we're going to go ahead and jump to a quick commercial break, guys. We'll be back in about 10 minutes with our next match.